Today is my 1 year no sex anniversary. Yeah, a full year. Um, I decided to start being celibate kind of gradually after my divorce 7 years ago. So when I first got divorced, it was kind of all fun and games. I'd been married for 11 years, and we dated 2 years before we got married. So I'd been with somebody, one person, for 13 years. And so I definitely kind of had a little bit of a, if I think they're cute, I'm going to bring them home phase. I didn't go crazy with it, but I definitely had where I wasn't having really super high standards of what I was looking for in a partner. And I do now. I do now. Um, so after having my low to no standard phase, where I would be with people just because the physical attraction was there, the spark was there. Now that's not enough. Physical attraction is not enough. I want compatibility. I want kindness. I want reliability. I want them to prove that they want to be a real partner and that they want even more than that to be a real partner to me. Just because somebody maybe wants a relationship does not necessarily mean they want a relationship with you. So I have definitely the last couple of years been getting more and more serious about really not having sex with people who I don't see a long-term relationship potential with. And so this last couple of years has been very lonely. It's hard. I miss the physical affection. I miss having someone to cuddle with. I miss, laying on somebody's lap and watching a movie. I miss all those things. But I also know what I want. I know what I want. And more importantly, I know what I don't want. I don't want to get emotionally invested and physically invested into somebody who's not taking me seriously and not really that interested in me. I do want somebody who is serious about having a committed relationship and sharing a life with me. So my bar's been raised. And I'm not a height person. I really don't care about height. I'm not an income person. I'm not one of these, for me, the things I'm really looking for, a person who's honest, a person who cares about their health, somebody who's not smoking and drinking a lot, somebody who mostly is reliable. And that's something you can't really figure out until multiple dates. You have to go on that fourth date, that fifth date. You have to see if they're consistent. Anybody can show up 2 or 3 times, but are they going to show up again and again? And are they serious about finding somebody too? Because if they're not serious, they will exit. They will exit pretty fast, and you'll figure that out. And at the time, it can hurt. It can hurt in the moment. But it's really doing you a favor in the long run. It really is. You're saving yourself a lot of heartache, a lot of pain, a lot of investing in the wrong people, a lot of time wasted and energy wasted when it ends sooner rather than later. So I kind of look at it as I don't want to say suffering now, but I'm giving up the physical affection in exchange for what I hope will, in the long term, pay off of me getting what I truly want, which is a loving, committed relationship where we're both trying to make each other happy. Once you figure out what you really want and you figure out what you're tired of and what doesn't work for you and what you don't want to do anymore, it gets a lot easier to raise the bar and to take yourself seriously. So that's what I'm doing. That's where I'm at. It's been 1 year. I feel foolish about me breaking it a year ago because I'd actually had like 8 months before that incident. It was somebody who kind of fed into my fantasies. He was saying he wanted a wife, and that he liked me a lot, and was, oh, call me hubby, oh, I'm going to call you wifey, and stuff like this. And I knew in my head that it was all a fantasy, because we didn't know each other long enough for it not to be. But I let myself indulge in that fantasy of, oh, here's this guy, he's attractive, he's got this quality, he's got that quality. And I just kind of, I bought the bullshit. I bought the bullshit. And I was so disappointed in myself after that. Because I knew it wasn't gonna really pan out. I knew that. And so, but now I have a year under my belt of celibacy, and it feels really good. And so I would encourage other people, if you're interested, try it. Like, you have nothing to lose, really. You're not putting yourself at risk of STDs or unwanted pregnancy. You're not putting yourself at risk to get stealthed or have somebody remove a condom. You're, not putting yourself at risk to have somebody turn out to be mentally unstable or aggressive or kind of stalk you. Or, I actually, even during my celibacy phase, I got into kind of a long distance thing, and the guy got very clingy and was calling over and over, even though I told him I wanted to end it. And I blocked him, and he'd call me from other numbers. And so even with doing the celibacy thing, I kind of have gone through things, but I just look at it and it's like, thank God I did not share my body and myself with these people. Like, thank God it only got to this point and not that point. So anyways, yeah, it's been really good for me. It's been very healing. It's been very emotionally healing, and it's definitely reduced my stress levels. And while, like I said, it's not what I want for myself long term, my goal is to find a loving, committed relationship where we're both in it. We're both in it, and we live together, and we share a place, and we share our lives, and we share our thoughts and our feelings and our days. And that, of course, is what I hope to find. But until I find somebody who's also trying to have that with me, then I'm going to keep on my celibacy. So anyways, that's where I'm at. 1 year. 1 year down. How much longer will I have to go? I would love to meet the love of my life tomorrow and just be done. And yeah, I would love that. But that's not in my hands. That's not in my hands. That's in the universe's hands. So what's in my hands is to be patient and to try to trust the process and to do what I can to improve myself as a person, so that when I do meet somebody and they're great, I'm bringing my best self to the table. And part of being celibate is I feel like I'm healing enough to where I'm not going to be bringing in old damage, old baggage, old relationships. Like, I'm going to be emotionally available. I'm going to be hopefully, ready and prepared when that person comes into my life. And until they do, wish me luck.